Hello students, I am Krishna Kumar and I am teaching anthropology since 2006. Today I am going to discuss with you about an important topic related to biological anthropology, fossils. And generally students are thinking that fossils is very complex topic from biological anthropology. So today I will try to explain how to prepare fossils in very easy way, very simple manner, and for the understanding of how to deal topic related to fossils, I have taken an important topic related to fossils that is Homo erectus, right? So basically today we are going to study about fossils Homo erectus, right? This is very important fossils. If you want to understand fossils, so through that you can easily understand how to prepare fossils in very simple way. So if you want to prepare any fossils, you have to deal 5 important aspects related to fossils, right? First, you have to discuss about discovery of that particular fossils. Then you have to discuss about their geographical distribution, that is very important. And then you have to discuss about physical features of that particular fossils. And then you have to discuss cultural features of that particular fossils. If there is cultural feature related to that particular fossils. And then you have to discuss about phylogenetic position of that particular fossils. So we have this important dimension. If you want to write answer related to any particular fossils, you have to give attention about these important aspect of fossils. First, you have to discuss about their discovery. This is very important, and through discovery you have to start your introduction. First important thing. So if we talk about Homo erectus, so their discovery was at first the fossils related to Homo erectus was discovered by Dr. Eugene Du Bois, right? Dr. Eugene Du Bois in 1891 from Java at Trinil on the bank of river Solo, right? So first fossils of Homo erectus was discovered by Dr. Eugene Du Bois from Java, and he gave the name of that fossils as a Pithecanthropus erectus. Pithecanthropus erectus, right? And because that fossils give information about that was fully bipedal, that move through erect posture, and therefore later that fossils was known as a Homo erectus, right? So you have to talk about their discovery that was first discovered by Dr. Eugene Du Bois from Java, and therefore it is also known as a Java man, right? It is also known as a Java man. But then another important discovery from China, Dr. Davidson Black, right? he discovered fossils related to Homo erectus in 1926 from Jkpcs cave near Peking, and he gave name about that fossils as a Sinanthropus erectus, which is also known as a Chinaman or Peking man, right? So first you have to talk about the discovery of that particular fossils. Then von Koningswald, he also discovered fossils related to Sinanthropus from China, right? And if you talk about the fossils discovered by Dr. Arun Sunakia, right? Dr. Arun Sunakia. Arun Sunakia had discovered fossils related to Homo erectus from India in India, basically from Hathnora in Narmada Valley in 1982, right? And therefore, that fossils is also known as a Narmada man, right? This is known as a Narmada man. So, you have to first discuss about some important discovery related to fossils of Homo erectus. After 1987, there were many fossils discovered from Africa also, right? So, first you have to talk about some important discoveries of fossils related to Homo erectus. If you prepare any fossils, you have to start from discovery, right? And then, after discovery, you have to talk about geographical distribution of that fossils. So, in geographical distribution, you have to present the geographical distribution of any fossils through map, right? So here, this is the presentation of geographical distribution of Homo erectus. This is the presentation of geographical distribution of Homo erectus here. This is the geographical distribution of Homo erectus. So try to make world map, right? And in that world map, you try to show about geographical distribution. So first here, if you talk about their geographical distribution, Trinil from Java, that was discovered by Dr. Eugene Du Bois in 1891, right? Then, if you talk about a geographical distribution related to Jkpcs cave near China, that was in 1926. And in India, basically in India, here, you have to talk about Hathnora, right? Here you have to get fossils related to Narmada man by Dr. Arun Sunakia, right? Then you have to mention that important sites, right? Because if you talk about fossils from Africa, so we got fossils from Africa, from swart crowns of South Africa. We also got fossils from Olduvai George in Tanzania. In Kenya, we find fossils of Homo erectus from Neriokotom, Kubifora, and Lenny Mock. And we also got fossils related to Homo erectus from Omo, from Ethiopia. We got fossils of Homo erectus from Sidi Abderrahman from Morocco. And we got fossils related to Homo erectus from Turnifine from Algeria and Dimansi from Georgia So my suggestion is that if you want to get very good marks in UPSC exam related to fossils, so try to prepare map, world map, right? And after discovery, you have to present geographical distribution on the basis of world map, right? This is very easy. If you want to prepare that fossils in right direction, and then you have to talk about its physical feature. Then you have to talk about physical feature, right? So here you have also tried to make diagram related to fossils. Here we are talking about the physical feature of Homo erectus. But if you want to talk about the physical feature of Homo erectus, if you are able to make that diagram, you have to make that diagram, right? And on the basis of that diagram, you try to write some important physical feature. So here there is a presentation of a skull of Homo erectus, and in that skull we have 5 important physical feature related to Homo erectus. So this is occipital torus, right? This is occipital torus related to Homo erectus. And Homo erectus had thick cranial bone, right? This is thickness present. And here you have also see about post-orbital constriction in Homo erectus, that is post-orbital constriction in Homo erectus, and that is sagittal keel of Homo erectus. So once you have to present this important diagram for writing of physical feature of Homo erectus, but you have also write something on physical feature. As for example, if you want to write physical features of Homo erectus, so first important thing is that you have to write about the physical feature of Homo erectus in such way. First important point, you have to write about its cranial capacity, right? Cranial capacity. This is very important. And if we try to study about the cranial capacity of Homo erectus and we make comparison with Homo habilis, so cranial capacity of Homo erectus was greater than Homo habilis, and approximately that was 1000 cc, right? Approximately, here I am talking about approximately the cranial capacity of Homo erectus was 1000 cc. Second important aspect related to its physical feature, you have to talk about foramen magnum, right? This is very important for the understanding of fossils, and that foramen magnum present in this side of a skull. So foramen magnum of Homo erectus was relatively anterior than Homo habilis. And then you have to talk about its forehead, right? Forehead. So its forehead was relatively, then we, we talk about forehead, right? So forehead of Homo erectus was receding, right? Relatively less vertical than Homo sapiens. And then you have to talk about mandible, right? Mandible was proganthus, right? And then you have to talk about their nose. So that was flattened. And then you have to talk about their teeth. So morphology of teeth was similar to Homo sapiens, right? That was similar to Homo sapiens. And then you have to talk about its pelvic that was relatively broad than Homo habilis. And then you have to talk about position of linea aspera that was well developed, right? Well developed. And then you have to talk also about sexual dimorphism. So sexual dimorphism was present in Homo erectus. So on the basis of that important features, you will be able to write about the physical characteristics of Homo erectus. Always remember that. You have to write 10, 11, 12 physical feature. Not write physical feature 20 or more than 20 related to Homo erectus or any fossils, right? Always remember that thing that is very important if you want to write about the physical features related to any fossils. And after that, after physical feature, you have to write about its cultural feature. So what was the cultural feature of Homo erectus? In cultural feature, you have only write about 2 or 3 important features, right? So first, that Homo erectus, was related with lower Paleolithic culture, right? Lower Paleolithic culture of Asia, Africa and Europe. So that was related with lower Paleolithic culture. So what happened in lower Paleolithic culture? So because that was related with lower Paleolithic culture, so here you have to write about some important feature related to lower Paleolithic culture. First important thing is that he was, so first important feature related to that, he was hunter, food gatherer, right? And he used chopper, chopping, hand axe, tool for hunting. Second important thing is that he invented fire, right? He invented fire and he used fire for hunting. First important thing is that he used fire for hunting. Second, cooking. And third, as a tool for adaptation with environment, right? This is important here because Homo erectus was first important fossils man who lived in Asia, Africa and Europe. Before that, we got the evidence about the fossils related to Australopithecus and Homo habilis. Both were concentrated in Africa. We have no evidence about the Homo habilis from Europe or Asia. So, Homo erectus was first fossils who lived in Asia, Africa and Europe. So, he used fire for the adaptation with different environment, and because he was able to survive in hot as well as cold climate, so it has very important role for the evolution of man, right? And he was the founder of Acheulean culture, and he was the founder of lower Paleolithic culture. So on the basis of that, you can write some important characteristics related to culture, and then you have to talk about its phylogenetic position. That is very important. So if you want to write phylogenetic position of Homo erectus, first you have to make that diagram, right? This is very important if you want to write about the phylogenetic position of Homo erectus. So try to see that diagram, right? For the discussion of phylogenetic position, what anthropologists or paleoanthropologists have been provided regarding the phylogenetic position of Homo erectus. So we have three important hypotheses, right? First, that is multi-regional model or multi-regional hypothesis. Second is replacement model, right? And third is hybridization and assimilation model, right? So at first you have to present that diagram in your answer, and then you have tried to discuss some important aspect related to that diagram. So first, if you talk about multi-regional model, according to multi-regional model, in different region, Homo sapiens was evolved from the Homo erectus of that particular region, right? Means, if you talk about the evolution of Homo sapiens in China, so Homo sapiens evolved in China, that evolved through Sinanthropus. Homo sapiens evolved in Java, that was evolved from Pithecanthropus erectus. Homo sapiens evolved in Europe, that was evolved from Homo heidelbergensis, and Homo sapiens evolved in Africa from Homo ergaster. So, in multi-regional model, paleoanthropologists have been given focus to similarity between the physical feature of Homo erectus and Homo sapiens of particular region and contemporary population. And on the basis of that, they said that the Homo sapiens evolved from different region from Homo erectus, because we got some similarity in their physical feature, like their cranium bone, like their forehead, like a supraorbital iris, like a occipital torus, and like a face. So on the basis of that similarity, they propose that Homo sapiens evolved from Homo erectus in different region, right? Second, in a replacement model, paleoanthropologists propose that at first, from Homo erectus, Homo sapiens was evolved in Africa, and that Homo sapiens then migrated in Asia and Europe, and therefore Africa was the land of man. Homo sapiens at first evolved in Africa, and then that Homo sapiens migrated in Asia and Europe from Africa, and therefore Africa was the land of Homo sapiens. But recently, some paleoanthropologists propose a new concept, hybridization and assimilation models. And in this model, they claim that evolution of Homo sapiens was due to hybridization and assimilation of different fossils who evolved from Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. And therefore, on the basis of that discussion, you can say that the evolution of Homo sapiens from Homo erectus has many dimensions, and these three important models give us insight for different process for the evolution of Homo sapiens from Homo erectus in different area. So on the basis of that, you will be able to write your answer in right direction related to fossils of Homo erectus, and you will be able to learn how to prepare fossils remains, because generally students are thinking that this topic is very tough, very complex, but if you follow that approach, you will be able to write any fossils, you will be able to remember about the facts of any fossils in very easy way, and through that you can able to prepare Homo erectus, right? So this is Homo erectus.